Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we're ready here with the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn. You can see Semler's kind of missing. Oh, he's back already now. But, Vendetta, are you here?
Of course, of course.
Great.
Hello.
And we do have Semler there as well. And we can actually see, as you went in the picture, that there's in fact no blue thong, on the shot. So I was just teasing earlier. I'm sorry, guys, Maybe that could be some of the merchandise we can sell in the future. How about that? Room on fire.
Freedom thong?
Yeah, or just lingerie in general, I can.
That's all about, being free and easy, right? And in the warm weather that we're about to have in Sweden, perfect attire.
Exactly.
Nothing says November in Sweden like a blue thong, right?
Yeah, see, we think alike. I think there's some room for some merchandising going on here, guys. We'll get someone working on it eventually. Look, it's the second map that's coming up. It is going to be on Mirage. Before we get into it, we do have a couple of giveaways to remind you guys of. We're not doing them quite yet, but we just want to keep everyone aware. There's one of these headsets from Phoenix. There's also a CPU cooler from Alpenföhn. And we have the Facebook giveaway at the bottom of the page. If you guys haven't liked the page yet, you definitely should, because you can win this week and the next 6 weeks coming up. And it's pretty cool. Just one like and you're good to go. So that's pretty much it. And we have our subscriber giveaways that's going to be happening later. 4 items as well. And actually, what I thought about doing is simply doing it like this. So, between this Fnatic match and the NIP match that's happening afterwards, we'll just come back like maybe 5 minutes early, so you guys can get a bit of a chance. And we'll give the first subscriber item away then, and then we'll do the rest of the giveaways a little bit later. But I actually think we can already switch it over to the game, because everyone seems to have joined, and we should be good to go, hopefully very soon. This is Mousesports' chance to actually bring it back and bring us onto a third map. And, Vendetta, you were talking about Mousesports and Mirage and their aggressive CT side, which surely is something that Fnatic have studied, but it seems to be a lot of teams still have a hard time actually dealing with that Mousesports style on this map.
Yeah, a lot of teams have issues with the way Mousesports play their CT side on this map, and for good reason, because it's kind of unique. Not a lot of teams play like Mousesports on Mirage. So that is definitely something that could work in their favor. Again, I think Fnatic will be prepared for it, though, seeing how that's just the kind of team Fnatic are. And they were, I guess, the original heroes of Mirage. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Mirage heroes?
That feels like it was a lifetime ago, though. But, I mean, it was right when the map was released, when the new version of the map, right? When we were phased out of the C version into the current Mirage version. Fnatic were the guys who took point on this map and just learned every little trick about it, to the point where they were just uncontested. They were like the kings of Mirage. And you had teams like Very Games at the time studying them closely, trying to figure out how exactly Fnatic were playing it. So it's been a long time since then, but then, Fnatic, they kept their core. They still have the solid 3, Flusha JW and Pronax, but they brought on 2 other Mirage specialists in Olafmeister and Crims, who played with LGB and who also played very well on Mirage, who had a very aggressive, cool, fun style to watch. So it's really made Fnatic into a very scary team when it comes to this map.
Definitely true. Definitely true. And I like, you called it Mirage Heroes. Somehow, whenever that happens, whenever you take a noun and add heroes to the end of it, I always think of those weird Facebook games that my girlfriend plays a ton of. Like Farmville Heroes or Pet Rescue Heroes or this. I don't know why the heroes added on something has to make it like a Facebook game, but it just does.
I always think of those free MOBA games that are apparently in your browser.
Exactly.
Those kind of things that are super shady, and I feel like you're gonna lose all your money if you actually sign up for it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think of whenever I see heroes next to something.
I stick to Candy Crush. Currently at level 370. Yeah, that's what...
Disgusting.
My Candy Crush game has been slacking as of late, mainly because I don't use Facebook anymore. So I'm stuck at like 170 now, because after I talked to you, I had to, get on my game again. So I clear 10 levels.
I'll never understand this Candy Crush craze that everybody is suffering from. Well, I haven't touched that game. I don't even know what that game is about, really. I think it's like Bejeweled, I guess?
It is Bejeweled, just with candy instead of Bejewels.
In many ways, like a much worse version of Bejeweled, because there's...
Oh, yeah.
There's so much random nonsense in Candy Crush. I really actually don't enjoy the game all that much. It's just that I made it this far, and there's obviously there's a path ahead of me, right? The path is already out there. I can tell it must have an end at some point. Right, that's what I'm saying. I can't give up now.
You have quite a bit to go, though. I know that some people are at like level 600 something.
Don't tell me that.
Jesus, really?
Don't tell me that. That's disappointing. It's depressing.
But it's kind of like Hearthstone, right? It's something you do whenever you have downtime.
Yeah.
And you can close it whenever, so
When
it
you're
doesn't
at
really
the
matter.
airport. That's
It's a great game for it. It's a great airport game, right?
Oh, like Hearthstone is actually pretty cool because you can play it on the pad, right? On your, I guess it's only iPad though. They haven't made it for Android yet. So that's a bit of a shame.
All right. Well, we're into a much better game than all of those combined, which is Counter-Strike here. We've got the second map with Fnatic and Mousesports. So let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn, and you're at Room on Fire. So welcome to the show. I'm Anders. With me is, of course, Semler and Vendetta, and we're proud to bring you this great Counter-Strike right here. Obviously, we have NIP as the current Kings of the Hill, and they're going to be defending their title in the next game after this one. If Fnatic win this, they're going to be 2-0ing Mousesports, and we'll go straight into that match. Maybe a little bit of a break, but if Mousesports win it here, we'll go third map on Cash. Let's see what the terrorist side has to offer. It looks like it's going to be a standard execute, except that the bomb
it's
is
a
here.
Mousesports play.
Exactly. You know, this tiny red bomb here on the map, it gives away a lot, and luckily for Mousesports, Fnatic don't know this yet, but if Pronax spots it, instantly the game is up. And he does. He's going to fall back. Crim's already getting 2 entry frags over at the A-bomb site, so the diversion is gone. Flusher with that kill. And this is not looking so good for Mousesports.
I love it. Well, there's Pronax getting taken out. Nice work there by Alu. Doesn't take a whole lot of damage either. So they turn this into a 2-on-4. If Alu could find another frag, that would be great, and he does. Fnatic have got to be a little bit careful about how they go about this retake, but they are in position now, and they've got the crossfire. Alu is now caught in the corner behind the van, and everybody is here from Fnatic.
Yeah, great shot from Alu at the end, and a very nice triple kill. There were actually a lot of options, or a lot of ways that this could have worked out for Mousesports. Then it ended up in a 2-on-1 basically. And I think actually if Mousesports had got even just a single kill on the A-bomb side, that would have been a very different result.
Yeah, but that's more or less the requirement for you really, if you want to do a split like that, or if you want to do a fight like that, because they commit so heavily with 3 members towards that A-bomb site that you need to get a kill. I think the only reason why Alu managed to pick up 3 kills is basically because Fnatic got kind of careless. As soon as they picked up the 3 frags on A, they kind of knew they had the round in the bag at that point, and they could just bomb rush Alu and deny the plant.
As long as they kept that plant from happening, that's pretty much it. And Fnatic going again for a bit of a mix. This time it works a whole lot better than it did on Dust 2, but a Bison, a Pro 90, JW only going for a pistol. Fnatic are not really afraid of just kind of going for a very odd sort of buy in their anti-ecos.
Yeah.
It's not something we see too often.
Mousesports neither, apparently, because they did not get the bomb punish you guys have been calling out, and usually that means you're going to be waiting until the 4th round, but, you know, usually it's not a term that Mousesports are huge fans of either. So they're going to buy in the 3rd round already. Olofmeister.
Look at Olofmeister.
Yeah, very close here.
Oh, this position is so dirty. And he's going to get support from short as well. But Olofmeister decides to take the fight and rushes right at the 3 members from Mousesports, who are looking to speed up behind this. Tabson is about to peek the corner, but Pronax is there, and that forces Mousesports back around this angle. It comes down to who's actually going to break first here. If Mousesports are going to fully commit to getting mid, and they do.
Interesting. Flusher going to take down Tabson, and we've somehow ended up in a 2-on-3 here. The bomb is going to go down, but JW will instantly make it a 2-on-2, and that now puts a lot of pressure on the remaining Mousesports members. Bomb down is great, but they need to win, and they need to win early.
Question is, are they going to spot out Alu fast enough? And yes, they do. Flusher coming in from CPL manages to find him. They've turned this into a 2-on-3 or a 2-on-1 retake rather. Kazuya getting smoked off isn't going to help things, and JW getting right onto that bomb, but he cancels his defuse, leaves Flusher out in the open. Bit of a weird play there. I mean, they were so confident because they had the time, but JW could have definitely got right on that bomb for the straight defuse, no problem.
Yeah, that was a tough position for Kazuya to be in, I feel like. Really hard for him to do much of anything there. Because, I mean, if you look at this A-bomb site, this is what's so confusing, is people always end up planting in the safe plant positions, whereas you can actually plant a little bit further out in the open, but Vendetta, as a terrorist, how easy is it to get that open plant? Because obviously it's much easier to defend once the CT is trying to defuse it.
That's actually one of my biggest gripes with the Valve version of Mirage. It feels like getting good plants is similar to Mission Impossible. You have to basically clear out the entire site extremely fast while the smoke cells are still down in every position. So you want the smoke down by spawn, jungle, stairs, and connector. And that's a pretty big requirement, in addition to having killed at least 2 or 3 people from the CT side, for you to get a pretty safe plant, or a plant that you can actually work into a good after plant position. So that's probably my biggest gripe about it. I would like to see the bomb area, I guess, be extended a tiny bit, kind of what they did with the change on Dust 2 in the last patch, where you can now plant towards Catwalk.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool change. I don't think it's going to affect the game negatively in any sort of way, and I would like to see that happen on Mirage as well. Actually, on both bomb sites, because I think you're pretty cramped in, really, both on the A and B bomb site when it comes to where you can actually plant safely.
Yeah, I agree, and obviously it's a problem because even with the smokes down, like you were talking about, the CTs kind of just have to spam a few well-known spots. And if you are trying to get that open plant and they're shooting through, they're going to kill you, which means even with the smoke, they're probably still able to force you to plant in the safe position, which means, yeah, come the retake, you're going to have a really rough time, especially because of the way they remade the apartments from the CE version as well. It means holding the apartments as a terrorist for a retake is not as effective as it used to be. You have to get really far up onto the balcony here before you can see anything in that bomb site, and by that time, you're kind of all in right. You either get the kill or you get caught out in the open and die.
Yeah. And the pause was, again, due to Olofmeister having a bit of an issue with this internet provider.
I like how they swap out one XLGB member for another XLGB member.
Exactly, because they brought in Dennis this time around. I'm not sure if he's going to be around for the entirety of the game, because Olofmeister did make it back the previous time, so... And they said in the chat that it's probably not going to be a long-lasting problem, but in any case, Dennis is back playing or standing in for Fnatic here, and it's going to be fun to see. We don't see too much of Dennis, obviously, after he retired. He's shown up in a couple of mixes here and there, but we know he can still play at the highest level.
Yeah, I have like, it's one of my favorite things to bring up is like the day when Dennis actually does make it back into competitive play, because I feel like that needs to happen at one point or another. The whole way he ended up exiting the tournament, or the sort of the competitive scene, was very sad. So we need him back in the mix, and I feel like with enough peer pressure, we'll be able to do it as well. So I'm just going to keep reminding people every once in a while, go tweet at Dennis or something and tell him to come back play. We need him.
Yeah, it would be really fun to see Dennis back in the team.
Yeah. Definitely would be.
It needs to happen.
Actually, well, yeah, I'm not really sure what we were waiting for. I think it might have been Leggy who had...
Maybe the money as well right now, because he does have 800.
That is true.
There was some sort of issue, right?
Yeah. Okay, it looks like it's gotten sorted out. So it does seem like it's just the money that they needed to sort out real quick, because he came into the game actually with only $800 versus, like the 3.3, etc. that his teammates had.
Yeah, so that's good news that they managed to sort that out. He's going to be rejoining, and we'll be right back into the mix here. Mousesports barely winning that round. I mean, it ended up in a 2-on-2, which they couldn't make it out of. And I think, if Alu had got that kill when he was over at the stairwell from the guy coming in from jungle, it could have worked out pretty well for them. But as it were, Fnatic, they inched their way in, and now it's a 3-0 lead for the team that's already won on Dust 2.
All right, let's see. We should be live again in just a few moments, guys. So Dennis is, in fact, going to stay around. He just has to reconnect real quick to get his money situation sorted out. But Mousesports now, after that early buy, I think is the thing to point out here now is that Mousesports, they go for the buy in the third round, regardless of not getting a plant in the first two. And so now we should be expecting another round of eco out of them, essentially. Like, they're all floating around like the 3,000, 3.5K, and that's pretty much pistol territory, right? Get onto a site, YOLO it, maybe go for like a YOLO B play, just get through the round quick and see if you can get a couple kills on Fnatic.
Yeah, and that's very reminiscent, isn't it, of what happened on Dust 2, where Mousesports on the CT side started off with some pretty crazy force-ups, and they ended up losing 5 rounds in a row early on before they could really make a buy. So I'm hoping that Mousesports are in fact going to eco now, and won't go for any kind of like 2 Galil, a lot of C-set kind of nonsense.
I think it's better to do it on the T side, like they're doing now, than on the CT side, like they did on Dust 2. Simply because the weapons are cheaper to get a hold of, and also you have the opportunity to get a bomb plant and still lose the round. So there's, I guess, easier way to get kitted out on the T side, and that's pretty much why I enjoy Force Buys more on the T side than CT side.
Well, they have one smoke here on Legia, so I'm wondering if this whole round isn't just about getting the bomb down. They need to kill both Krems and Dennis, so it's actually not going to be easy at all. That grenade will do pretty great damage from Dennis, and now we're finally live again.
Yeah, Chris J actually going to manage to get out here fairly quickly, though. That's a quick 1-for-1 trade over on A site. Krims is still alive on the A site, however. A site proper, and he manages to pick up 2 kills. He could get a third, and he will get the third. That was great play there from Krims, staying alive as long as he could. And JW is now alive in CT spawn. Finds Alu trying to hide in the smoke, trying to cower back there. But it's not meant to be, Alu. 2 kills. Do you rate 2 kills enough for Mousesports to consider that round a decent one?
Seeing how they didn't invest all that much into it, it's an okay. It's kind of those eco rounds that you don't really think of. It's not a success, it's not a complete failure, it's just like meh, to put it bluntly. And they still, even without the bomb plant, they have plenty of cash to go around, and they should be fine.
Weird position from Pronax here. They just trade evenly. Pronax goes down and so does Tamsin, but I think that's great news for Mousesports. They need more trades like that at the moment. Kasuya got to be really careful. Flasher is trained right on that corner, and he actually doesn't have to move. They can just wait and bring in the reinforcement. Krims is on the other side, going to be peeking out. Legia is right there, and that's actually a free kill for Krims. And that's unfortunate for Mousesports. Now, Flash comes in, and Kasuya caught perfect timing from Flusher, actually. There's nothing really he could have done then. And now it's a 2-on-4. Mousesports could have made, I think, a lot more of this round, but it's looking tricky now.
Yeah, that was about as good as it gets for Flusher. Honestly, that Flash couldn't be better timed to catch Kazuya out as he was trying to make a getaway there. And now it's going to be Chris J and Delpound's spot. He's caught behind the box. Flusher taking another peek. And now he's taking quite a bit of damage. 33 HP left on him, so it's about time to get out of there. JW is going to go ahead and pick up the slack. And this is just turning into a shootout. JW will find Chris J at range, top mid. And Mousesports, they lose the 5th round.
I mean, I think actually Fnatic made a big mistake that round. I think if you want to put Pronax like he was in the middle like this, you need support from window or support from short B or even connector at A, and Pronax was just kind of there alone. The support showed up like 5 seconds later, so that's why I'm a little bit disappointed that Mousesports couldn't make more of it. Now, they've actually gone for a halfway buy here with Kasua picking up an AK, and Malu's going to go down. There's Krims falling. If they can just get rid of Dennis here, they might be able to get the bomb down.
Oh, they've got a great opportunity. Chris J finds a great headshot on JW as well, picks him out of CPL. So now it's Flusha who's managed to rotate over to perhaps to lend a hand, but he gets instant headshot, and things are not looking good here for Fnatic. Legia will find another kill, and it's all down to Dennis now, trying to rush onto this site, but too many people alive for Mousesports, and an eco round win is perfect for Mousesports to get them back into this. Tabson even manages to save an AWP for Chris.
And I think what we saw there is an effect of not having Olafmeister in the spot instead of Dennis. Because Dennis clearly saw one guy jumping towards CT spawn, but when Pronax actually rotated around from the B bomb site, he did not check CT spawn at all. He just, you know, completely blissfully ran past the Mousesports player in spawn there and got picked off because of it. And if he doesn't get picked up there, then Fnatic still have a fighting chance to retake the bomb site. But that just went south really fast for the Swedish team.
Now, maybe a comeback chance here for Mousesports. They do need to start stringing together a lot of rounds, and that opening from Legia, Krims could be going down. He's on 7 points of health. He's going to be found by Alu. Bit of an overkill with the AWP, but a kill is a kill right now, and Mousesports are looking for another one. Great grenade in the middle here from the CT side, and Mousesports need to either move or get back. They can't just stay in that connector position. They gotta make something of this.
Especially now that Pronax is there to box them in. And there you go. Pronax finds Legia trying to get out of that connector. We lose a man over at T-Pit as well. So it's going to be man advantage here for Fnatic in a 2-on-3. They've closed in on this A site, but JW's going to look towards mid. And he gets a sick flick onto Tabson. Blindingly fast. Takes it out. And that's all going to leave down to Alu now. 1v3. He's got the bomb behind him, but he needs to find a way to get to it. Or at least get a kill somehow.
He's going to be walking right into Dennis, who was waiting on that angle. So now they even secure another AWP on Fnatic side, and Mousesports, they win a round, they lose a round, they can still buy, and I'd be surprised if they didn't force it up here, even though Kasuya doesn't have a lot. They should probably still go for it. Did they wait too long in the middle there, Vendetta, or was it something else that went wrong?
Partly, but I don't think they ever felt like they had control, even with those 2 frags that they picked up early on in the round, to really go somewhere. And I think that's a lot of that had to do with Pronax actually pushing up aggressively on short after Flusha went down. So that was well responded by Fnatic and also unfortunate for Mousesports. But they might be able to salvage it this round with the opening frag.
Oh, but Crim's inside is going to pick up 2 kills. There's the fine return from Mousesports. This is what they need, and Alu going aggressive is actually going to get punished for it. Leaving now Tabson and Kasuya, and Kasuya is actually the guy opening up this round with a sick headshot through the smoke, and now he's going to have to try and see if he can close it as well. He's very close to Flusha. He's sneaking underneath here, but he gets caught. Flusha sees him. That was actually a very cool attempt, I think, from the Mousesports player. If he could have snuck underneath the smoke and sort of backstabbed them, that would have been the optimal position for him there. But they can't finish the round, Mousesports, and now they are going to be ecoing, I think.
Did you see that shot from Pronax, though?
I did not.
Just, that was one of the sicker flicks that I've seen. He literally saw a pixel of the guy hiding. I'm not sure if it was Legia. I think it was Legia, but a pixel of the guy hiding behind box there on A site, and it was just like this instant flick from him. Just pure reactions, no thought behind it at all. Just his hands doing the work. That was really sick by Pronax. Not every day you see a shot like that. Yeah. All right, well, unfortunately, I wasn't. We weren't on the cam there, so I'll shut up about it.
Well, you know, if only we had like the instant replay stuff, we could go all crazy.
Yeah. Hey, there's a league that has that, right? It's like starting soon too, right?
Yeah.
I think it might. Is it a Swedish league?
Does it start with an F? I can't remember. What? Like, what was the name of this? I mean, there's a lot of like Semla and stuff over there, and poker.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Could it be Fragmite Masters?
Oh, Ben, you're so good. Of course it's Fragmite Masters. Fragmite Masters is starting soon, guys, and they have instant replay. Yes, great. We'll never have to worry about that again.
Problem solved.
Alright, there's still a lot of problems ahead of Mousesports here. Tabson goes down. They should have been able to pick up Flusha then, I think, because he was kind of weirdly jumping around. Alu goes down as well. Pronax hitting some great headshots right now. And this is starting to feel a little bit too much like Dust 2, I think. Fnatic, I mean, they're on the train tracks, and they're not letting go right now. They just keep barreling down on Mousesports.
The aggression that Fnatic has had really on Catwalk for the most part, in mid in general, has really messed up Mousesports' setups, really. Seems like they want to execute quite often from mid and kind of split the A bomb site whenever they do a slow standard round, but they keep getting picked off and caught out by Fnatic members, and at this point they should be aware of the fact that either Flusha or Pronax are going to push aggressively on Catwalk.
Yeah, that's a good point to make right there. It seems like round after round, short is definitely a key for Fnatic, and Flusha just keeps pushing out, flashing, controlling top mid, controlling Delpan, not really giving Mousesports a lot of room to move, and then he'll even go aggressive and push out to look at top mid. So it's like Flusha is all over the place right now on that B site. They've got 3 guys over there, and look, double push this time around. Flusha is going to be there, but he's got JW with the AWP right behind him. The short play. Oh no, it's Pronax with him, rather. JW's looking B-apps.
They are being very aggressive right now, and Mousesports are ecoing except for the smoke grenades they had. I think they want to get in here and get the bomb down. Once again, they've invested around $1,200 into smokes just to try and see if they can get this bomb down, and right now it isn't happening. Kasuya trying to get close, but he's going to get taken down. That's the bomb dropped, and so far they've only got a kill on Crims. Chris sneaking up close by the connector here is going to get found. JW flying through with the CSAT 75. 10-1. And now, I mean, I think if Mousesports can take the next 4 rounds, basically, and make it 10-5, they still have a shot of doing this, but they need to start really stringing something together right now.
Well, this is when it happens, man. Double op, bot on the T side by Mousesports. Chris J's got one, Alu's got one. It's their time to shine. They heard the summoning, Anders. They heard your call.
Well, so did JW, and in fact, Fnatic also have a double up set up. Right now, they're trading evenly. Alu for Dennis, and then Pronax comes in with a great headshot onto Legia. Pronax has really been, I mean, Pronax has always been a great leader, and that in itself is valuable enough, I think, for Fnatic to keep him around. But it really feels like Pronax in the killing department has also been stepping it up in recent times, which is scary.
Pronax, definitely. Perhaps just, I mean, he feels more comfortable on the team, or he's just, because he can count on everybody really doing their jobs, I suppose. It's just like he's got it so fine-tuned now in Fnatic that he's just perfectly comfortable whichever situation he finds himself in. As Chris J gets a sick flick on the man in question, Pronax is down into B-apps, and that's 3 guys there for Mousesports just flowing out onto the site. Smoke goes down, and Chris J finds a shot on JW through window into kitchen. That's going to open things up perfectly here for Mousesports. And
Kasuya again for the smoke, just like in the middle, takes down Flusha. He's really good with these guesses, and that's hugely important right now. Mousesports, in spite of not having a great start to this round, they may be able to bring it back anyway. Crims, they know where he is. He's going to pick up 1 kill here. Still in a 1-on-2. He's got the kit. He's got the flashbang as well. He's running in. He gets the shot mid-air, jumping down now. He just has to find Chris. There's not a lot of time here, and he's going to go down. Great no-scope, and Chris will save Mousesports. Kind of feels like that's what happens a lot recently, at least in his 2 first maps. It's been Chris, if anyone, on Mousesports who can stand up to them. That's a quad kill in that round here for the Dutch player.
Yeah, and a great round for Mousesports to get. Maybe this is what puts them over the edge, I guess, and allows them to get 5 rounds in this first half. The worrying thing for them is the fact that it was pretty much the Chris J show that round. It wasn't Mousesports who executed something brilliantly. It was Chris J just being Chris J. So hopefully the rest of the guys can tune in as well.
They need that right here. Flusher pushing through. Chris is going to go down, the man in question, and they will drop Crims, but Dennis is here with the AWP, already taking down 1. He's going to try and see if he can find another one. It's a 3-on-3, but Mousesports are very low on health. Kasua trying to wrap all the way around. Tabson faking the ball once. He wants to make this a 2-on-3, 2-on-2, sorry, if he can.
Yeah, if they can find that frag early here. Tabson is just taking so much damage, but he does land the headshot. Great, brings it back to a 2-on-2, but he's down to 1 HP. Kazuya's got 10, and it's going to take some magical shots here from them to manage to make it out of there. They're just hemmed in by Fnatic. They can't actually back up, and Dennis has got the high ground as well, so Tabson can't move at all. As soon as he shows himself, he's going to get picked off.
Surya pushing forward here, 10 points of health. Dennis shooting through the smoke. He's got the kit, Dennis. He's got a lot of time. He fakes it once. And is looking for the kill. Kasua just hiding at the edge. Dennis not committed to the defuse. Now he's going to go for it. Kasua going to walk up and he gets the double kill. Mousesports are going to win the round. That was a pretty sick 2-on-2 for Mousesports. I thought for sure they were going to lose that.
That was just really solid play from both Tabson and Kasua. Kasua with a really ballsy play, just staying in the smoke there. That takes a lot of guts to do. But also Tabson, you mentioned the fake plant he did. That was really smart done, a really smart choice from him, because if he opts to plant right there, then that gives Fnatic a chance to close in on him, as well as basically Fnatic having the opportunity to just defuse the bomb straight up, because Kazuya was so far away from the bomb site. So really well done by the 2 remaining Mousesports members.
Not at all bad. It's on the very edge, but at least they are making it work now that it really matters. And in fact, if they win this next round, Fnatic probably will have a little bit of an awkward bye in the final one, so 10-5 is not out of the question right now. Legia, bit of a fight with Pronax, and is it worth it? That's what you got to wonder at this point. But Pronax has a lot of information about what isn't happening on the map, which is right now not so much of a B push coming up. Pronax keeps pushing, and actually Legia comes out on top. Interesting.
Yeah, there's still Flusher there to plug the gap, but Dennis is going to manage to spot somebody out from electric stairs. And that's actually Mousesports having to slow down. They don't actually know that Crims is holding around the corner. Are they going to check? No, they do not. They don't look until too late, but Tabson manages to spray him down. 1 for 1 over on the A site, brings it into a 3-on-3, but the bomb is now on that A site, and they're trying to close in to get this plant. Legia will catch Flusher trying to rotate through from B, and this is perfect now for Mousesports. They can actually cut up Fnatic right here.
Yeah, looking really good. Dennis does pick up a kill. They need to get that bomb down eventually. 20 seconds left here. JW, they're going to come and kill him first if they can, but they can't. He jumps with the AWP, and he's not going to get the no-scope. 15 seconds left. And Dennis missing a shot here. He's got the double already. Tabson. And it should be it. Tabson sprays him down with the AK. You can only miss a shot at that range so many times with the AWP, and you are going to go down. That's Mousesports now with 3 rounds in a row, making it to 10-4. And we'll have to see if they can bring it all the way home here. 10-5 would be a pretty impressive result for them, considering how this all started off on Mirage.
Yeah, absolutely, and it'll also give them a bit of a good feeling going into the second half, which I think is very much needed after the pounding they got on Dust 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, five rounds T-side isn't actually that bad. I mean, it's like you're looking for 5 to 6 rounds on your T-side of Mirage, so 5 rounds is workable for Mousesports. If they can pick up the pistol in the second round, they're going to be in a pretty good position actually going into the second half here. So Fnatic are the ones who have to be wondering right now if they're going to be able to close out this last one. Considering it's a 4-on-4, Mouse do have a bit of an advantage. Dennis is going to peek out, just go jumping, and he gets caught. Perfect punishment there from Legia.
Yeah, the right place at the right time now. It's on Flusher. He's going to have to come up big here for Fnatic if they want to keep this bomb site. He's going to pick down 1, and he can't kill Tabson. So now Pronax, 1-on-3 here. Maybe the dream is still alive for Mousesports.
Look at Legia's position, though. He's already waiting for Pronax to walk through, but Pronax will find the shot first, turns it into a 1v2. Smokes are down, however, and there's a couple flashes as well, still here on Mousesports' side, so they can buy a lot of time. It's just going to burn a lot of time off this clock. Pronax doesn't really know exactly where they are. He knows that one guy is in CT, but he doesn't know that the second man is there, so he could be expecting this crossfire, and he's going to waste a lot of time going hunting people right now.
Fakes it once, fakes it again. He actually doesn't have a kit, so all this faking doesn't really mean anything. It's just, I don't know, kind of a way of wasting time, I suppose. And it will be 10-5. Mousesports, I mean, this is a good, I think this is really good for their sort of mental state as well. Just showing themselves that when it really matters, they can actually step it up and bring it back in the game. And even a lot of rounds that weren't depended on Chris going completely nuts. So that's good news overall.
Yeah, it took that one round from Chris to get everyone else started, it seems like, because after that round, you saw Kazuya and Tabs and the following round coming up huge in that 2v2, and everyone else just chimed in after that.
All right, guys, the second half is going to be coming up any second. We just need there's the money sorted out. If you're just joining us, then a big welcome here to the Room on Fire channel and the Caseking of the Hill, cooled by Alpenföhn. Remember to click the raffle link at the bottom of the page. There's a Facebook raffle going on down there. And if you haven't joined up already, then you definitely should. You can win a really cool chair from AK Racing in there. So definitely go and like the page, and you'll be good to go. Now, second half coming up here. It's 10-5. I think the score's probably going to be reset for a bit, but winning this pistol round could probably make it something like 10-8. And with a 10-8 scoreline being on the CT side, I would definitely not count Mousesports out of this map at all.
No, with the comeback they had late in the first half, they definitely made themselves have a shot at this map. So 10-8, if they get the pistol round in the following anti-ecos, then they're definitely in it from that point on. I actually think they have a slight chance even if they lose the pistol round, but it's going to be really tough for a team like Fnatic.
Oh, yeah. Fnatic looking really scary, but I mean, of course. Oh, did you guys crash as well?
Yeah, the GoTV seems to have hopped out.
Ah.
I think we could just reconnect.
I'm still on, so you guys should be able to get back in here.
Yeah, right. I'm already back on.
All right, I'll try and do it as fast as I can, guys. It's just that it actually crashed my whole game, so just one sec, and I'll be right back.
Radio commentary time. It's been too long. All right, let's see.
I'm already connecting in, so you're gonna have to do it quickly if you want to do it.
Quick 3 guys stacked to B with 1 in window right now. So Mousesports putting a lot of attention towards this B site, which is working out perfectly for them. Fnatic are going to have all 5 members gathered up to bum rush this B site. B apartments are about to be the place, the action, the home. This is it, Anders.
Yeah, we're already in here. Flusher looking for the kill on the first guy, Kazuya, right here. And actually, it's going to be Tabson falling first. Kazuya next, Legia with a good headshot. He has to do more, and he won't be able to. Pronax getting in his face with that Glock. And now Alu and Chris, maybe the 2 superstars on this team. Man, they're going to have to go big right now. Alu looking for the first kill here on Dennis, and it's taking way too long. And that will be the end of the round. Pronax with the double and a pretty swift push towards that B bomb site now secures Fnatic a very, very big lead.
It's unfortunate for Mousesports because they had the right idea. They stacked up towards the B bomb site, but I think the opening frag Fnatic got on the Mousesports player on the edge of Catwalk was the start of their final demise, I guess. That was just brutal to watch, because if he manages to stay alive, that gives more room for Legia, as well as Kazuya to work around. That could have led to easy pickups for Mousesports.
Good grenade from Pronax takes down Legia, and again, the B bomb site very vulnerable right here. Chris is going to go down. He wanted to try and come in and see if he could get there in time to catch the Fnatic players coming into the site. And they've done great damage in this round. I mean, look at Dennis and Flusher below 25 health each. Is a good sign, but they can't actually get the kills. So Fnatic are just going to keep running away with this 12-5.
Now this is where it gets out of control. Does Pronax decide to drop an op for JW right now? JW has enough to drop an AK for him. They're just sitting on pistols. Do they? They don't believe in picking up guns.
I think that's mainly due to the fact that they noticed that Mousesports did invest in armor and whatnot in the previous round. So if Mousesports wants any shot at winning, they have to eco this round in order to get guns before Fnatic has too big of a lead. And that's kind of why they're banking on pistols for this round.
Tabson turning around at the wrong time, sorry, and they are going to find everyone in this bomb site. I mean, the good news is that Chris and Alu actually have the money to be able to buy orbs the next round, and I think, you know, double orb setup has to work immediately, and it has to work really, really well right now for Mousesports. Otherwise, yeah, the Fnatic train is just not going to stop here. So we'll see. One orb picked up here, and Chris will pick up the second one, so that's not really a big surprise. It's not a hard call for me to make that they were going to do that, but yeah, I think they're all in right now, Semlin. They've pushed all their chips to the center of the table. Now they gotta actually see if they can make this work.
Yeah, now comes the time to prove themselves, essentially. And we saw them kind of falter on Dust 2 when they went for this strategy. Now right out the gates again. Nice little flash there at the B apartments, though, to give Chris J the opportunity to go for JW. A little bit late there by Chris, but he still finds the shot. And this is actually a 5v4, but a Crims manages to get flashed into underpass. That's going to pick up Legia, and it's just all over the place. It's turned into a real brawl. We're into a 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, we are. If Alu could have picked up that kill, that would have been so big. But now they are going to wrap around towards the B bomb site. And with Chris already here, he just has to hit one shot and it might work out. But the great flashbang is going to prevent him from picking up that first kill. Chris missing another one. The bomb is going to go down now. Alu is sneaking up here, but right now I think Fnatic have the advantage.
And they've got Overwatch and Pronax as well. Alu's going to find a shot through the smoke, but that's Crims managing to bring it back onto Chris J. Pronax alive in B apartments, though, is going to be the eye in the sky. He's going to find Alu. He gets the spray as well. Alu getting caught out in the open, and Kazuya is now in a 1v2. Gets the good shot on the Pronax and tries to predict. He comes so close to picking off Crims.
Yeah, bringing him a little bit low. 4 bullets. Oh my god, he hits the headshot. He had 4 bullets left. Kazuya coming out with a very big 1-on-2 clutch. That's massive for Mousesports. They still lost a painful amount of rifles here. He's going to save the 1 AWP. But I think that was the difference between Mousesports losing the game right then and there and being able to fight a little bit longer.
I agreed. That was brutal. That was so close. Kazuya, and really what was sick is that he was almost dead on through the smoke there with his pre-fire onto Crims through the smoke. Like, he didn't know. He knew that Crims was there, and he hits the angle near perfectly. Comes so close to picking off Crims right at the beginning there when he was actually going for him, but he kept his cool and actually got the job done. So Mousesports, they get a second chance now. Alu has an AWP. Chris J, no AWP for him, but he decides to go for the Swag 7. And the way that he's holding B apartments, that's actually smart from him. Because if Fnatic try and rush him down, the jumping shot from the shotty is nasty.
It definitely is. Oh, that grenade actually bounced right onto JW. That was really some great precision, but JW is still going to pick off Tabson here. They need to return this kill. Kasua's right here. If he walks around the corner at the right time, this could be an easy kill. And they're a man down. That's not good.
No, they're holding now. They've got a man on short. Legia, he's trying to look towards Delpan, towards mid, but he gets spotted out by Pronax. Now, Fnatic know there's a man holding close short. JW still scoped up in A apartments. He's going to find Chris J walking through CPL, and that's another kill for JW. He's so patient right now. Alu is alive in CT, but he hasn't been able to even spot out JW yet to take a shot at him.
Kasuya gets the 1, but he's not going to get more than that, and I think that pretty much loses into the bomb site. Pronax waiting in the middle for Legia, and will pick up the kill after a little bit of hesitation there. This is a very cool, slow execute towards this B, or to the A bomb site for Mousesports. Just really hard for them to deal with, in fact. And, I mean, Ven, did they need to lose 2 players in jungle to the same position from JW there?
Well, I think the first one is somewhat unnecessary. I think Kasuya definitely should have told Tabson that the smoke was out at that point, so there's definitely a possibility for Fnatic to have someone peeking in towards jungle. The second time around, I think Mousesports were more or less forced to make a rotation over there, and it's highly unlikely that JW is going to sit still for 30 seconds and basically just hold that one angle. So that's more or less unfortunate for Mousesports, but that's just how it played out. I think the first one could have been avoided. The second one is really hard to do anything about.
JW having a fight with Chris here. He's going to come out on top, and Mousesports have invested pretty much everything they own into this round. So this could be 16-6 if they can't win this 1-on-4 for Tabson. I don't know. This is looking really rough. Fnatic not giving the CT side much of a chance here. Good attempt from Tabson, but it's not enough.
That's not enough, and Mousesports are going to have a really awkward final bye here.
Buy what you can at this point. Cross your fingers. I do like the double deagle play. It's actually Kazuya going for the scout, not Chris J, not Alu, so interesting. Fnatic have all of the cards. Fnatic have all the advantage right now going into this round. It's going to be a bit of an aggressive play over on A site from Mousesports, holding very close to T-Pit, and a push into A apartments as well. Legia will find the shot on Pronax, though, with the deagle, but then JW and Krim strike right back. And this is the B site now open here for Fnatic. They can walk right up.
Alu is trying to find Dennis and will take him down, but they've lost the B bomb site instead, and the bomb is going to be planted here. They have a kit on Alu, but I'm not sure I really believe in this.
JW was in position, and there you go. He actually, I thought he was going to miss the opportunity there to get Kazuya, but he will find the shot. And now it's just all alive. Last man, not for long. 16-6 the final score, and another dominating performance coming out from Fnatic to take this series 2-0.
Absolutely. Fnatic just looking way too strong at the moment. That's, I don't know. I mean, Mousesports certainly had the openings again. Just like on Dust 2, there were rounds where Mousesports could have started to build something, but they never really made it work, and we see the result right here.